My personal philosophy of work is that you should inject at least a little bit of fun in everything you do. This is Your Business Needs a Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lee, and the founder of Provision Podcasts. This is the show where I try to convince you in 5 minutes or less how podcasting can help you grow your business and have a little bit more fun. And so if you're ready, let's get into it. All right, welcome back to Your Business Needs a Podcast. And today, the reason that I'm going to give you why your business needs a podcast is going to seem like maybe it's not as important as some of the other reasons that I've already given you. But in fact, I think secretly, this might be one of the most important reasons why your business might need a podcast. And so today, reason number 5 why your business needs a podcast is because it's fun. Because let's face it, sometimes work is boring. Even if you're doing something that you love and something that you are passionate about, something that you are even very successful in, sometimes it's just a grind. And if you're not having some fun while you're doing it, it can be really hard to sustain over the long haul. You could be doing something and be very successful at it and be making lots of money. But if you hate it, it's like the clock is ticking, right? There's only so long that you can do something that you don't enjoy or that you even hate before you just completely burn out on it. And that's even if you're being wildly successful, that is true. But when you're doing something that's fun, or at least you're having fun while you're doing it, man, a lot of times you could do that almost forever. And it just feels like there's never enough time. But don't just take my word for it. There's also a lot of data and studies that confirm how important fun is in work. There are multiple studies that have shown over the years that people who have fun at work experience lower levels of stress. The American Psychological Association also reported that a sense of humor in the workplace contributes to better teamwork, and it fosters camaraderie and a more positive social environment. And multiple studies, a study from UC Berkeley and a study from the University of Warwick, both found that when employees are having fun at work, when they're happy at work, it boosts their creativity and innovation in their jobs. And it also showed that happy employees can be 12% more productive. And lastly, there was a Gallup study that showed that engaged employees who experienced a positive and fun working environment are 59% less likely to look for a job change. And so finding the fun in your work is not just this sort of superfluous thing or even a nice to have. But in fact, it feels like that having fun in what you do is a critical ingredient actually in being successful both immediately and for the long term. It's almost like fun is the oil in the engine of your work and your business, that it keeps the heat down and it reduces the friction of your work so that everything can continue to work efficiently. But without that oil, it's only a matter of time before that engine is going to break down. You know, as a podcast host myself, there are a lot of reasons why I do it. I do it as a trade, as a way to generate revenue and build a business. I also do it because there are things that I just want to share with people, a contribution that I feel that I can make in this world. But I also do it largely because I enjoy it. It's fun for me. I enjoy putting these talks together. I enjoy connecting with other people and networking with them, interviewing them, getting to know them, promoting other people and their services and their products. But I hope you can see that that's not just an indulgence that I allow myself, but in fact, finding ways to have at least a little bit of fun in everything that you do are actually key to keeping you in the game long enough so that you can build the business that you're trying to build and see the success that you're trying to achieve. I mean, if the thought of podcasting doesn't sound fun to you, by all means, don't do it because there's plenty of grind in podcasting as well. But if you're listening to this, then I suspect that you have the same thing within you that is within me, that enjoys being able to share the knowledge and the experience that you have with other people. So your business needs a podcast because, yes, it will be good for your business. It'll be an incredible communication and networking vehicle for you. But maybe, just as importantly, your business needs a podcast because it'll help you have fun. And so go start that podcast. Your Business Needs a Podcast is a Provision Podcast production. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a follow, leave us a review, or share this episode with a colleague. And reach out to us if you're ready to look into starting your own podcast. You can find all of our links in the episode description.